Channeling. Many in your world have asked, what is channeling? And many have been afraid of it and have said, channeling is opening to things that I do not understand. And that statement is very true in the world. The ego sees much to fear because it does not understand, cannot comprehend the whole self. Channeling is opening to a greater awareness of who you are. In the dream of the Holy Child, which is who you are, you drew an imaginary boundary, a boundary around the body and around the personality that you feel yourself to be, and have said, this is all there is to me. This is who I am, forgetting that you were the one who drew the boundary in the first place. You are the one defining the boundary, and in doing that, you have drawn a boundary in a great sea of beingness, the great sea of beingness which you are. The boundary exists nowhere except in your own mind and belief. When you open yourself to a greater awareness, you are opening yourself to the rest of the sea of light and beingness. You go beyond the boundary for a moment or two when you sit in meditation and you feel an expanded sense of self. You are going beyond the self-imposed boundary which you have put there, and you are tapping into the greater part of yourself. There is nothing outside of you. There is nothing outside of you. There is nothing to fear. Everything that you experience is in your consciousness, and it is you. So therefore, when people in your world who have feared channeling say, how can you believe in channeling? Why would you want to channel or to see someone channel? That is giving your power away to another being. No, there is nothing outside of you. You, as you witness what is called channeling or allow yourself to channel, are opening in awareness to your expanded, total self. I am not separate from you. Even though I am speaking to you as what seems to be another individuality, I am not separate from you. My life is your life, and your life is my life. You could not relate to, comprehend, empathize with my life if it were not within your consciousness as your life. We are one. In channeling, what is happening, what is occurring, is an allowance into an expanded mind. It is an opening up of a greater awareness. It is an exchange similar to what is known in your scientific circles as osmosis, where there are molecules which pass through the membrane. This is what is happening in channeling. When you open yourself to a greater awareness, you get the molecules flowing through the membrane of the boundary that you think you have put around yourself. You are not giving your power away. Quite the opposite is true. Just the reverse is true. You are reconnecting with your power. Even though you may at first identify it as being another individual energy, you are becoming aware of your greater self. Now, in truth, there is no way that you can give your power away. You are the power. You can deny the power. You can deny the power of the total self by saying, I am only what is within this boundary. But all you do in that moment is to deny your power. You do not give it away. You cannot give it away. It is who you are. You are the power. So when others say to you, what is channeling? You can say to them, it is tapping into the greater self that I am. It is sharing love and wisdom with other individuals which I perceive to be individual, but who are not separate from me. As you receive information via channeled methods, allow the same discernment you would use for information received via teachers, friends that you see utilizing the form of a body. Ask yourself, is this information in alignment with the truth as I know it? Does it feel true to me? What is my knowingness? Abiding in the heart of yourself, in peace and silence, listen for the still, small voice. Ask for the verification and understanding which comes from the perspective of whole vision, holy vision. Allow yourself to channel your higher self, as it would be called, for in willingness to contemplate, to dialogue, to channel more of your total self, you awaken and remember the holy child that you are. You are beautiful. When I behold you, when I see you, I behold only your radiance. You have been told that you are an energy field, and this is true. You are a brilliant energy field which stretches out far beyond your imagination. You touch everyone else walking on this planet. You touch everyone else in the far universe. Think not that your life has small meaning. Think not that your life has no purpose. You are an expanded energy field. and you are moving through the imaginary boundary which mankind, womankind, has accepted for eons of time. When I look upon you, I see nothing but your radiance. You are beautiful. Indeed, beloved one, you are a great ray of light. You are light and love expressing in human form in the body, but you are much more than that. You are much more than the body that sits in the chair, and much more than the personality with which you identify in this space and time. Only a percentage of you is expressing at this point of focus the personality in this space and time. Other percentages of you are expressing in other dimensions, other spaces, and other times as well. Because you identify so closely with this focal point, you sometimes feel that this is all there is. But as you have experienced in the expanded consciousness of meditation, you can tune into the other percentage of the whole and become aware of more of your total self. Play with communing with the other percentage of yourself who are experiencing another dimension, another time, space, and see where you are. What are they doing? How are they feeling? Can you, in your love, talk with them and express love to them? Play with the idea of yourself in other dimensions and talk with yourself as you express in other times. There is no separation, except as that you would see in the temporary limitation of belief. The communion can happen at any time. I come today to commune with you, but I do not come alone. I cannot come alone, for the child of God is one, and wherever I am, I come with my brothers and sisters, those of love and light, and the room where you now find yourself, if you will receive it, is full of beings which you would know as friends and masters, guides and angels full of love and light for you. Blessed is your love and the love of others who are close to you, closer than breathing. I have come to speak with you now because you have called for me. I come any time that you stop and pause and turn your consciousness and your attention unto me. And the same is true for the other masters and friends who are present in this room. Whenever you stop for a moment and call upon them, they are with you. Those that may have perceived as having lain down the body and gone on have actually gone nowhere. They are here with you. If there is someone for whom you have felt a loss, someone who has gone from you, and you want to talk with them, know truly that they are still with you and that you can converse with them. There is no expiration date beyond which you cannot make contact. If there is something you wish to express to a mother or a father or a loved one who has gone on, even years ago, they are still with you and you can commune with them. The same is true of ones that you have read about and have felt they were in your history, maybe a long time ago, and you wish you could have a conversation with them. Beloved one, you can. The same as you are having a conversation with me. They are also present any time you think of them and want to talk with them. No one is gone from you. There is nothing outside of you. So if there is something that you wish you would express to someone and you feel they are gone, turn in your meditation to them. Pour out your heart to them. Talk to them, and then, just as important, listen, because it may be that they have a message for you. Pour out your heart. Talk to them as if you could see them in body, and then listen. Because truly the child of God is one and there is no separation. There has been an evolution in the willingness of mankind to consider the possibility or probability, reality of the expanded awareness which I call the whole mind of God. Books have been scribed, such as the little book that I authored around the turn of your past century called The Impersonal Life. You may be familiar with that book. And then closer to your time frame now, The Course in Miracles, another book which I authored. I have been speaking through other channels, and there have been other, as you would perceive them, individualities who have expressed in channeled form as the evolution of mankind has progressed, according to what mankind would accept in consciousness. At first the channeled being seemed very much separate from the one who was lending the body, as in the case of the one known as Ramtha and the one known as Mafu, who have come through full-bodied, very much seemingly an individual personality. Part of the evolution of the expansion of mankind's consciousness has been to understand that there could be a channel, a vehicle for information from what seemed to be another dimension. And as this has progressed, there has been a refinement in the channeling process itself, to the place now where you experience conscious channeling, conscious expansion. The veil is becoming very, very thin. You no longer need to perceive the channeled energy as being something separate from you and something perhaps above you. You are willing now to know, and you are ready now to hear this, that I am one with you. You are experiencing an expansion, a releasing of limited belief of what reality is. Know that I am with you as you read these words. The veil which you have perceived to separate us is very, very thin. The evolution of willingness is coming to a place very rapidly now where you will be experiencing conscious communion with me and with other masters, with others who you feel have laid down the body and have gone on. This is part of the evolution of awareness of your total self. It is something you have prayed for and you have asked for, and it is something that is now being made manifest upon this plane. Lo, I am with you always. When I said that, seemingly so long ago, I meant it literally. Beloved one, I am with you always. Truly, the child of God is one.